Uh, Welcome to this special webinar. Today we are going to look into how do we uh, take the inputs and how do we basically carry out the FNO trading. So basically this webinar will explain you that what we do in the trading room. Trading room is nothing but an educational content and educational sharing of the data will be there. That means we consider the patterns in the trading room, we consider the impulses, we consider the corrections, we consider the how to take an executive decision in the trading room. So that is all we are going to talk about it. But before we go into the trading room, we want to know which are the stocks for the buy side and which are the stocks for the sell side. Now, ideally, people prefer for the FNOs, right? Okay, let's go with the FNO. And for that, I go to the charting. I am not signed in or no need to sign in. Just come down for the bearish scan here. Bearish, you can go for the bearish if you are bearish oriented. If you are going for a bullish, you can go for the bullish oriented. The first we look into the matter is that whether the prices are um, above the monthly RSI 50. That is first. And here in the place of cash segment, we go with the futures and we run it, and we will get some. We got some two. One is Infosys, and the other one is Mindtree. So let's go to the Mindtree. Okay, just a minute. Mind TR. Okay, what is Mindtech? LTI. Sorry. LTI Mindtree. Okay. So the RSI is more than 50 in this. If the RSI is more than 50, then there has to be some trend. So in order to understand that there has to be some trend, we will go with the first monthly basis. So on the monthly basis, we will try to look into that where we are exactly in the monthly basis. And when we see that, and we see this is as in a stroke 1. Now, once the stroke 1 is completed in a visual representation, then we have this A, B, and we have very likely a C here, which basically exhibited a running flat here. Running flat in the sense we are looking in a trend that has terminated before the measured move or before the indication of the move. Now, on the weekly, it has already traveled up to here, 50% of the monthly basis. Okay, but on the weekly, when we see the MACD is still not above the zero line. So on the daily, we will go and we will wait for the prices to pull back at least 20 to 30% from this. So what I mean by that is that 20 to 30% of this is that we are likely seeing in a trend that has already completed or it is likely to complete. Okay. So 30 to 50% of the trend has to be pullback, make a pullback around about 50% here, right? So we need this. Now in order to understand whether the trend has already completed, so we have this 1, 2, we can say this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. An idealized way of understanding the wave theory. Okay. But forget it. We are not interested in wave theory. What we are interested in, whether this trend has matured or not. Whether this trend has matured or not. And the answer is the trend has already matured for the first sequence. That means the first impulse has been matured. How do we recognize this maturity of this trend? how do we recognize this maturity of this trend is that, just a minute. Yes, we'll take this pen. See, if you see this, this is the peak, this is 3F3, this is wave 3, and there is a divergence in the wave 3, then this is wave 4, it has come below, and now it has made a peak of 3, this is 3F3, this is 3F5, this is 4F5, and we are almost facing a one last jump before heading down. Okay, we are almost looking for a one last jump before heading down. So what we are going to do, we will wait for this. We will not go short on this strong trending market. No, we will not go short in this. What we will do, we will wait for this price to gap up, then wait for this break the trend, then we need a consolidation. It may take a time, then this consolidation, when it completes, it's going to come to either 5,000 or 4,600 based on the type of the move. Now I will change the color here. If this move is very sharp, that means very straight away it comes down. If it is sharp, then we are likely heading for a 5,000, 5,000 or 4,900. If this move is very slow, then we are heading for 4,600. Because here, if this move is slow, people, when it failed to make move new high, people will start selling basically. So when people start selling, the trend will extend here. If people sold here only, if there is a more selling done is completed in this only, then the phases of the consolidation, then it is very unlikely it will make a more below 5,000. Because reason is very simple. There are no sellers left. Now at this price people want to buy, willing to buy, institutions willing to buy, because they know that it's going up. They know that it's going up. This is one. And even if you are a pattern trader, here it is a very simple message for you. It is contracting in the both the end. That means the trend is narrowing. Okay, trend is narrowing. So any failure to make a new high. Now at presently, buying is a bad idea. At presently, it is showing in a bullish pattern here. It is showing in a bullish pattern here. So this is a bullish pattern, and it has broken the bullish pattern, and it is very likely to make around 5567 or 5600. So now comes the secondary action. Here is where you can catch the options if you are an option seller. Okay, once when it makes to the new high here, then wait for the price to reverse. From there, wait for price to come out of this secondary channel, this channel, and give a consolidation over here. Then if you sell, this is your stop and this is your first target. This is what we do in the trading room. Trading room, we learn the pattern, we understand the pattern, and we understand the pattern how they behave. So we don't give recommendation in the trading room, but what we give is that we give the probabilities that the this pattern can unfold. And for that we have called setup number 1, setup number 2, setup number 3 and setup number 4. So setup number 1, just now I explained you setup number 1. Krishna, is it okay to sell at 5600? It is wrong to sell at 5600. Only you can book your profits, but it is wrong to go at 5600 because you don't know It can go up further, then slow down a little bit. It can go up further, slow down a little bit. It can go up further, slow down a little bit. It can go up further, slow down a little bit. It can continue to go. It it is not mandatory that it has to fail from 5600. That is the key difference between the educational course offered by somebody else and offered by us. What we say is we need an impulse, very clear impulse, and we need a correction before we make an entry for the next impulse. Otherwise, we are not interested. So, this is called setup number 1. There is a setup number 2 also is there. So, what is the setup number 2? Setup number 2, sometimes what you get is that you get 1 expanding 2 and then 3. So, this is setup number 2. This is 0 where it has made a new top. This is wave a first term. Then this becomes expanding. This is wave B, second terms. Then we have this kaboom. This is called setup number 2. So we have setup number 1, setup number 2, setup number 3, setup number 4, setup number 5. Actually 4 and 5 are not much important. They are internal patterns. But ideally we have only 3 setups. Nothing. You have to take mechanical entries, you have to sit mechanical entries, and you have to put the stop according to that. But in order to learn it, which pattern will unfold how? Okay. Now tell me, if I say this is impulse and this is correction and this is impulse. Okay. Suppose if you are sold here, you should be able, when it reverses here, you should be able to get out of it. So this is an impulse, this is a correction, and this is an impulse. So how do you take a judgment? Then this is an impulse, this is a correction, and this is an impulse. How do you take the judgment? That is the reason what we do is that we know how it behaves. So this is basically a setup number 2. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Excuse me. And this is setup number 2. So we know how the setup number 2 works. Even on 5 minutes, yes, even on 5 minutes, we know how it works. So now you know. I have not selected this randomly, this talk, because I wanted you to understand that using some screeners you can make money. Infosys, let's go to Infosys. Infosys Limited, NSE. So let me go to daily. So what we have in Infosys? Infosys we have the same. See, what are we seeing here? Okay, this is an example what we made actually. This is A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. Okay, this is 5, correct it is. Then it made a A, it made a B, it is a setup number 2, and it is coming down. Again it is coming down. So we need this to come down here at or near the wave 4 of the previous trend, and then we will look into either upside or we will look into the downside, whichever is possible. अगर ये बात आपको समझ में आती है, then you should be in a position to understand it. Now from 2 we have this for the 4. 2 to 4 we draw a trend line, trend is broken, but there is a new high. There is a new high. Many people do mistakes thinking that trend is broken, let's go short. But no, you can't go short just because the trend is broken. Because this trend, the broken trend, did not violate the law of the impulse. This is an impulse. If it doesn't violate the law of that, that means we are looking for one more high. So all these things you can't learn on yourself because you need an observation to learn it. You need an absolute observation to learn it. That is what we do in the trading room. We teach them how to do it. Actually, this is correct method. I think, yeah, one of my, okay, no problem. One of my trainer has done it. Of course, we use the same chart. So my team has some one of the trainer is there. I don't know how he made it, but he made it. Anyway, it's okay, no problem. So these are the two things. Now, if you want, you can go for the different screeners. If suppose if you want a more bullish setups, you can go for. You can if you want more bearish setup, you can go for the bearish setup. But remember one thing: whether it is a bullish or bearish crossover, we usually recommend Ichimoku cloud crossover. Ichimoku cloud crossover on futures. You go with futures and run in the futures. Excuse me. There is no crossover. So Ichimoku is suggesting that there is no crossover. That means Ichimoku is clearly telling that there is no bullish run now. So it's in the neutral now. Okay. You can go with the 15 minutes also. You can go with the 10 minutes also. You can go with this thing also. Okay. Now we will go with this someone who created this futures, and his name is I think some Prabhu. He has put ADX, moving average, ADX and MACD. Okay, that's good. ADX is very good because ADX he has put the volume, he has put the MACD, he has put the all those things, and he has put it for the futures. So let's see. So these are the stocks. Life will be very easy if you consider simple method. PB info, PB fintech. I think if you are a policy bazaar, if you are in if you are following my Twitter, you will come to know. Policy bazaar I have recommended. Okay. So these are the things. Policy bazaar, PB infotech. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. We will go with the weekly. So now it is heading for the new highs. So we are going for a new highs. This one, probably that one. So usually it is a wave 4 on the weekly. So we are heading towards almost 1.382. Let's consider 1.382. Okay. So our recommendations are based on the bullish sentiments only. No more this thing. It has already completed on the daily. If there is any pullback, you can go for the if any pullback to 1600, you can buy, you can add the quantity. Okay, if it drops on 1 hour, let's see. On 1 hour, it is going up again. It has already completed 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 1 hour, it is showing a flag here. So this flag is indicating that it is going to make a new high in the current trend. Okay, it's going to make a new high. Do you have to buy this now? I don't suggest you to buy this now. Break above, it will head towards 2000. Or we'll check the parameters only. Just a minute. So it is heading to somewhere around about 2046. You can book the profit at 2046 if you are happy with this PB fintech. 1949, it's okay. You can do that. And let's see some other things. Here it is come, Infosys has come, Pi, Coforge, Muthoot Finance Limited. Of course, some are already matured, some are about to mature. MCX has been running from almost, it's a very big running, very largely. Godrej Properties, HCL. So these are the stocks, you can look for it. But only thing is, you can trade only when you know the method, how to trade it. Krishna, are we going to see the AI revolution? Yes, the AI revolution is coming, my friends. But despite having AI revolution, you can make money. You can definitely make money despite having AI revolution. How many of you remember that we told you that we are in SBI card and we made an exit, early exit we made. Yes, we made an early exit actually. Somewhere here we made an exit, 9:20, 9:30. I was tricked in it, basically. How many of you know that Tata Elxsi is going up and we are in it, and I told you that we are in it from 8,500. We are stuck in 8,500. How many of you know? Yes, we do make errors. We are not computers. We do make errors, but our errors are very negligible. If you ask anyone, any trainer who's in the market, he will say they never make mistakes. But here is a fact, everyone makes the mistakes. But only Krishna admits it. No one admits it. That is a fact. This one is coming down. I think 2 weeks back I had told you that it is coming down to here. This one is coming down here. Once it comes, it is going up for 160 or 170. Okay. I admit because I know the value of money. I know the value of a commitment. Person who is committed will always agree. Person who is having a good mental health will always agree for the facts. Facts will be agreed. If you want to know what are these patterns, I have absolutely no idea. We recognize these patterns and we trade this. That's all. Because in some stocks and some commodity backed this thing, we have no idea what the hell is coming into this. We have no idea. People put channels and all those things. Yes, we know that. We know the channeling system and we know everything, but we don't know why these have so many corrections, internal corrections. Of course, this is a correction, but we don't know why these corrections occur. No idea. Stocks, yes, we can agree. This we suspected it might not go, but it went anyway. No issues. Sometimes we are not confident about the stocks itself. इसका कल्याण का हम लोगों ने बोला कि भाई यहाँ से हम लोगों को कुछ गारंटी नहीं है, अब ये नीचे आएगा आएगा, खलास, ज़्यादा दिमाग में नहीं लेने का. एनटीपीसी ग्रीन ऐसे ही रहेगा वो, बिकॉज इट्स न्यू दिस थिंग. सो लेट्स कम टू द बैंक निफ्टी. Now in this, it is very, I mean, you can see here, there is a divergence. Price is making higher high. This is a divergence. Okay. So MACD is coming down. I mean, it is showing weaker. Can it go down? And from here it can bounce? It is very high likely. Or will it start going up from here? It's a big question, because in my view, in my personal view, based on the pattern recognition, this is very likely to, it's heading for the upside now. It's heading for 57,800 or 58,300. ओके, ये जा रहा है ऊपर. ये क्यों जा रहा है मुझे मालूम है. It is not going because everything is good. No. It is going because everything is bad. If you ask me, is everything is good, Krishna? No. Nothing is good. Nothing is good. And when nothing is good, they start moving. ठीक है? Yes, it is very difficult to convince you right now because I'm not here to convince you. But this has made its end. So tomorrow you might get gap up because this kind of pattern very rarely people will see this kind of pattern. Very rarely. Tomorrow it will gap up, then it will start moving up, and it will end somewhere at 56,200. From there it will make some sideways before gapping up and starting new high. Okay, so this is what is going on, this is what we are looking, and this is what is going to happen. Nifty, I'm not going to show you much of stocks because yeah, this is what again most of the people don't understand this. No one can understand this. No one can understand this. Tomorrow it will gap up. From there it will start moving up. Consolidation. It will move up. Consolidation. It will move up. Consolidation. It will move up. So this is coming, my friends. It will not go up because everything is good. No. It will go up because everything is in a bad condition. Okay? You need to understand it correctly. Chalo then. Thank you. And if you want to join, please send me the email or comment me. I will give you my details of course and other things. Thank you.